Hello, mirrors. So today I am going to do a collective reading for everyone. No special occasion. I just want to do a checkup on the collective, especially concerning this situation that is happening globally that shall not be named, because apparently we can't say certain things on YouTube without them trying to affect who it reaches. So this is in terms of that situation, lockdown, that type of thing, and what we're going through collectively. So I'm sorry it's been a while since I've posted. I've been sick, so finally feeling better today and ready to do this. You can expect pick a card readings, and hopefully my first law of attraction video, I've been working on that, should be coming out this week. And I would like to be doing a love reading for the signs as well here soon. Okay, so if you're new here, welcome to Law of Attractions, a Mirrors Tarot, where we use the cards as a tool to help integrate the fragments of ourselves into one so we can self-actualize into the people we were born to become. With this knowledge, we can begin to manifest all of our deepest desires if we simply take responsibility for our power. If you'd like a personal reading, look at the description box below. It'll give you information on how to do that. And let's just go ahead and get started on this reading for the collective. Let's see what type of energies are coming out. I'm going to get a few cards before I start reading them. Okay, too many. I'm going to go ahead and read these and grab more. King of Wands energy, Ten of Pentacles, and Five of Pentacles. It's really funny because Five of Pentacles came out in my initial reading, the very first reading on this channel. If you guys like to go back, it was specifically about the situation. And this is really interesting, the Ten of Pentacles in reverse and the Five of Pentacles in reverse. But I'm going to start off talking about this King of Wands. So I feel like many of us are starting to see the things that actually matter, like on a spiritual level. We are starting to work towards these things to become masters. Now, they're not coming to fruition yet. We might be having a little bit of trouble because, you know, as a culture, we're very used to instant gratification. We want instant gratification. So when we start working on something, we may even be feeling really good about this thing and feeling like we're mastering maybe a new skill, or just becoming more aligned with our spiritual purpose, these types of things, but we're not actually seeing it. However, we are getting out of this lack mentality where all we see is the negatives, all we see is what we don't have instead of what we do have. We're getting out of that, which is really great. There's definitely some financial issues going on. I see with the Two Pentacle cards here. Oh, wow. Okay, so we have King of Swords too. So I feel like many of us are starting to gain some perspective on our thoughts and control over our thoughts. We're starting to see the truth. You may even be able to see the truth in your personal spiritual evolution. So with the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse, clarified by the Ace of Swords, this is simply saying that if you want something, start thinking about it, start dreaming it. There's nothing that is beyond your ability to receive. Okay, so start planting those seeds, start believing that you can have those things. It starts with your thoughts, and thoughts turn into beliefs, and beliefs will reverberate into your reality from 5D into 3D, and you will manifest that which you want. But it does start in your thoughts. So with Queen of Cups clarifying the Five of Pentacles, so perhaps we're not so much blessed in a financial, tangible type of way, but we're appreciating more of what we have. Hence why we have this Queen of Cups. Queen energy is feminine energy, and cup energy, as well as Pentacle energy. But in this case, we have Queen, so very watery, emotional sign, and it's upright too. So we're starting to see that family, that life, that things that make us happy. That is what really matters. And even when we are lacking, we aren't able to get those, like, you know, kind of shallow comforts, that we are still being fulfilled. Okay, I will go back to Oracle, but I'm just kind of going to do this intuitively. So I just got these cards today. They are the Angel Prayers Oracle cards by Kyle Gray. Really, really beautiful cards. And I just want to pick a couple in regards to the situation, which shall not be named, and where we are collectively. I've pulled this card out 4 times. This card just keeps coming out. Every reading I've done for myself or other people. It's so funny. New beginnings. Thank you, angels, for opening up the doors to change. I am ready. So yeah, I'm definitely getting some of this new energy for many of us. I think that these past couple of months, given the circumstances, have really, it's been difficult. I can tell you that from talking to many people, many of you listening, and my own life. There has definitely been a lot. So a lot of us are facing our shadows and have been facing our shadows, but it is to realize what actually matters. So parts of us, our ego, and parts of us that are no longer aligned with this type of information that we found out, they are ending, and we are rising up like a phoenix amongst the ashes in order to start something new, in order to gain new perspective. This could be many different things for many different people, and it will be, but it is whatever is now aligned with you, given we're now Kings of Swords, King of Wands. I hope a lot of you guys are feeling this energy, and it's not just me. But the focus really should be on what you do have, the things that really matter. The sense I really get from this is more that the lack of and not knowing where that next paycheck's coming from, or if you're going to make rent this month, you know, those things are causing you to trust yourself, trust the universe. And because of that, it's shifting your entire perspective, because you're starting to see, if you can trust the universe to provide you, and the universe comes through because you are manifesting this reality, you are the universe, we are all co-creating this, then it makes you think, what else can I manifest? Whether you're conscious of this, subconscious of this, I think many of us are coming to this realization, which is what these new beginnings are about. Loved one in heaven, thank you, loved ones in heaven, for drawing close at this time. So with that, it's a really interesting card to get in this. This could have to do with a lot of people who have lost their lives during this time. Anybody watching, if someone has died around this time, I mean, it doesn't have to be in relation to what's going on, but this might be a special message for somebody in particular. It also, to me, is saying that we're very in tune with higher dimensions now. So loved ones that have passed, where there's still residual energy, it's a kind of a complex subject. I do hope to talk about it one day, but they would be like 4th dimensional energy, and since we are in ascension process, we are closer to them now, able to talk to them more. They're able to give us more messages, that type of thing. For those of you that are in touch with your intuitive gifts, I mean, they're available to anybody. So you can even meditate and, you know, ask for signs from a loved one. and maybe pay attention to your dreams, those types of things. Well, let's see what other things we are getting. Unbound, releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. How cool. So yeah, clarifying the King of Wands and the King of Swords. The reason that we are getting to this point, because if you want to be aligned with your soul purpose, you do have to release these old patterns, these things that are conditioned, and also the contracts that we came here with, the reasoning being that we knew that they would ultimately be of benefit to us, because when you are able to move past those things and release those things, everything else starts to align. So maybe many of us are in this process. It helps you align spiritually, and it can help on a mental level, of course. So let's see what's going on. Fill up your well, retreat, rest, refuel. Also got this in the last reading. So with this energy, you may not be seeing what you want, like physically in your reality right now, but plant those seeds. And these are mental seeds. These are things, if you have to tell yourself every day, I have a beautiful house, I have a car that runs amazingly, whatever it is, if you have to tell yourself those things, regardless if you're seeing them now in the present, tell yourself those things over and over and over again, in your head, out loud, scripting, imagine it through meditation, all these things. Those are the seeds you're planting to get to this 10 of Pentacles. With retreat, rest, and refuel, this is really pointing to doing this in times of solitude, in times of quiet, where you are able to kind of like go back into yourself and to realize that you do have this power to create this 10 of Pentacles. But you do need to focus on the internal, the yin energy, rather than the external. Oh, let me do 1,000,000 things. Let me hustle and do 5,000,000 things in order for me to get this 10 of Pentacles. Not that, you shouldn't put energy into your projects, but that internal going within and knowing that it's possible is going to make the most out of what you do externally. And it'll make it easier for you to get up and do those things externally. Okay, so then we have Soul Family, calling your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. Okay, so we have 5 of Pentacles in the reverse, Queen of... Exactly. So I was saying that with 5 of Pentacles in reverse, yes, we may be struggling in a financial way, but we have Queen of Cups, meaning that we are realizing that our relationships really matter. So we don't feel like we're out in the cold. We don't feel like we're in, such a hardship, because we're leaning on each other and we have each other, which is absolutely beautiful. Okay, so I'm feeling drawn to doing a few more of these tarot cards for overall energy for the collective. Ooh, 10 of Cups in the reverse. Oh, that one really wanted to come out. 2 of Wands in the reverse. If anything else wants to come out. Well, I said 2, and that's what wanted to come out. So not only do we have 10 of Pentacles in the reverse, we have 10 of Cups in the reverse. And we have 2 of Wands in the reverse. So, this is pointing to a cycle that we're kind of having trouble ending. But it is happening. It may require some... Well, I don't know. I'm getting 2 things from this 2 of Wands in reverse. Either you are over planning and you're not trusting your intuition, like I was saying, focusing too much on external projects, doing and doing and doing, or even writing down all these goals but not taking action, or you need to. You need to, in order to start being fulfilled, in order to end the cycle, in order to move on to the next thing. Again, new beginnings. So we have 2 tens here. We have an ace, which is a seed, and then we have new beginnings. So it is something that we're moving past, because I feel like in the past, no matter what, we weren't fully emotionally fulfilled. We weren't fulfilled in a very physical way. And that's just because we didn't have the foresight. We weren't a match for these things. But we're moving out of that and we're starting a new phase. I want to know, what is this new phase? What is the new phase that we are heading in collectively? This new phase we're heading in collectively. Okay. So we have, give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership. So this could be romantic, but because I asked, as the collective, this is giving relationships with people a chance. Maybe in the past, there was someone that you didn't align with at the time, and maybe you're realigning with that person or people, especially because we do have soul family here. Soul family tends to come in and out of our lives for many of us. A lot of us will maybe have a soul family member or two that stays, through thick and thin, but there are other ones that do come and go, and it doesn't mean they're any less of a friend. It's just that there's specific timing when that person is right in your life. So that's really the sense I'm getting here. For yourself in the reverse, this new beginning is a need to free ourselves. We're not there. It says it's time to take back control of your life. So we're not taking control of this because we aren't realizing yet fully that we're the King of Wands, the King of Swords. We have power over our thoughts. We have the ability to know what's true, because when I think of King of Swords, I think of truth. And not only that, we are King of Wands. We are masters of our spirituality. We're able to take what we came here to do, what our life purpose is, and we're here to make it manifest, because kings are about doing. But we have to free ourselves. We have to let these cycles go. We have to allow this new beginning to happen. I do feel and see a lot of resistance in this reading, but it's like, it's in the cards, quite literally. But it's destiny. It's meant to happen, but nobody is going to do it but you. Healing family issues, your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So yeah, I think a lot of us are healing family issues, being inside with these people. Like, especially with this Ten of Cups in the reverse, which is a family card. That's what this new cycle is about. It's about healing. It's about giving people a chance. It's about maybe reuniting, and you're doing this in order to free yourself. And it's going to be easier to free yourself once you do this, because we all need support. We're a social species. That's how we evolve, is through connection. Okay, let's see if there's any more messages. Okay, yep. Okay, 7th chakra also came out last time, which is funny because it's the crown chakra. And go look up what the name of the thing that shall not be named. That word means crown. And your crown chakra is your connection to your higher self. It's connection to God. It's connection to everybody. It is a connection on a higher level. So yeah, we're in the space of working towards this, of gaining better access to this type of information, adjacent possibilities. So with this, I feel like many of us, we've had to we've had no choice but to look at things differently. We've had no choice but to do things differently. And we need to keep doing that. We need to take that, sometimes the universe forces us into situations that we don't exactly like, but a lot of times it's so important to take that lesson and learn that, hey, maybe I should be searching out different opportunities without being forced to. I don't need to hold on so tightly to things that are no longer meant for me. You're ending a cycle, and when we end a cycle, things are inevitably going to drop off. That's not a bad thing. But with that, when one door opens, that is not the right phrase. When one door closes, another one opens. So that's what I see with this adjacent possibilities card. And then we have 4 chakra in reverse. So yeah, there's definitely a lot of heart issues coming up, a lot of issues with love. How do we define love? Who do we love? And what does love mean? And especially self-love. How do we love others if we cannot love ourselves? If we're feeling stuck and we're not freeing ourselves, you can have the best relationship in the world on the outside, but it's like muted. It's a muted relationship if you're not able to fully open up to that person because your heart chakra is a little off balance. So I think collectively a lot of us are working towards opening up our heart chakras, and we are going to do this by connecting with our higher power and connecting to our higher self, connecting to the universe, realizing that we're all connected, and doing things differently, seeking out different situations, shifting our energy. Like, these things that we do are very powerful, and those can open up our hearts to new situations, new things, new people, and loving ourselves more. Because when we love ourselves, we don't put up with BS. We don't put up with BS from ourselves. We don't put up with BS from other people. And that's extremely important, whenever you're trying to shift the energies and start anew. Okay, so let's see. Selenite. Ooh. Let's read about selenite. I do know, some crystals. I know what selenite is. What it is for, I am not 100% sure. So we're going to go ahead and read from the book. In the ancient world, selenite protected against wanderings of the mind. It invokes mental clarity and divine inspiration. Spirituality is vital for you, which is funny because the very first card that came out here is King of Wands. Yeah, very, very important, guys. You are a translucent soul who moves fluidly through time. Use insights wisely. Avoid confusing past with present. You see into people's hearts to what motivates them. Do not be manipulated or too eager to please. Stand by what you know. You have the gift of clarity and mental flexibility with the power to make excellent decisions. A situation is unpredictable no matter how solid it appears. Be prepared for challenges and changes. Banish confusion. Clarity is needed. Allow divine light to inspire the future. Let go of something dear to you. Parting does not mean loss of love. Reconciliation is possible. Make the first move. Overheard conversations enlighten you. Being in the flow strengthens your well-being, and this is a crown chakra, soul star, and stellar gateway. So this is extremely high frequency crystal. It's Taurus and Cancer, and the soul path says shining divine light on the earth. Beautiful. What a beautiful card to get here. There was a lot in there I wanted to say, but I didn't want to, interrupt. But yeah, clarity. We had Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords is about mental clarity. It's about that ability to discern. Especially we have King of Swords there. That ability to discern between right and wrong. What's not truth. What's illusion. What's fake. What's real. What's love. What's lack of love. What's light and what's dark. This is the type of energy we're bringing in to the world now, because we need to shine light on this darkness in order to ascend. As people, collectively, this is what we're doing here now. And so use this energy to pull yourself up and to pull others up and to make good decisions. This is, if you want to get a selenite wand, they're not expensive at all. Meditate with it, work with it, with that in mind, with those words in mind, with the intention of mental clarity. So maybe if you have a question, you can do a meditation, ask the universe for an answer as you're holding on to that selenite wand, and you may get answers right then and there. You might get it in a vision. You may, like one of the things it said is overheard conversations are important or enlightening to you, something like that. So you might get answers from conversations that you hear. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and end this reading because it's long already with 2 cards from the universe. Let's see. Ooh, I dropped it. It says your dreams. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, guys, your dreams can come true if you have the courage to pursue them. Yeah. And we have the reason it hurts so much to separate is because our souls are connected. So I do think maybe a lot of us are having trouble being connected with, or being disconnected physically from people that we love. That's might be why this 10 of Cups is in reverse and 10 of Pentacles. As well as loved one in heaven. There's a lot of disconnection here. That's why the pain exists. But that is ultimately an illusion. We are all connected. Ultimately, our energies are connected. Nothing is ever really lost. Not truly. And your dreams come true if you have the courage to pursue them. Yes. So I think we're gaining so much knowledge, and we've been releasing so much, and now it's time to go forward, pursue, start this new cycle. All I've been getting in readings recently is ending of cycles, ending of cycles, ending of cycles. Like, we're ready. Okay. That's all I have for you guys. If you've enjoyed this video, please like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you want more readings such as this and other readings such as Law of Attraction, pick a cards, zodiac readings, that type of thing. And that's it, guys. I love you.